What is this place? Huey, can you hear me?
Hello again. Welcome to what we've been calling the Portuguese Hour. It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon, although it's 3 p.m. and we've been showcasing the five best Portuguese games submitted to IndieX, curated by the Portuguese Game Developers Association. This will be my first streaming session without the company of the developers, and I'm sad about it because, well, for two reasons. One, obviously, it's always a pleasure that developers could be present when their games are showcased, and on the second layer is this moment in each year of IndieX. It's my favorite. It's the possibility of playing these games and chatting with developers at the same time, getting to know them, getting to know their inspirations, their aspirations. And in this case, since it's a Portuguese game, it's even another will for me to talk with these developers and know what they are doing in my country of origin. But they are not here, so eventually, let me just say that the communication might have gone to the spam folder of emails. I don't know, something could have happened. We couldn't reach the developers. I think the authors of this game, HYPERxFANTASY, might have been one of the few that we never heard about after submitting the game. So, what I would say, if you're one of the authors of Fantasy and you're watching this live, just reach out on the chat. Someone will help you. Even I will try to help you to come to our Discord server and just jump in and talk to me while I play this really, really cool game developed here in Portugal. So, without further ado, here we go. HYPERX Fantasy. Let's play the game. So even the beginning is promising. Like, singularity is here, we'll be arriving shortly. The famed singularity that so many sci-fi writers already wrote about. But let's see. Let's see what is promised to us. Okay. I have a task for you. You may have the privilege to serve mankind. How do you react to the exciting news? Well, do I have any other option? She smiles. No, of course not. Not if you want to live. You follow her command and kneel. She leans in. You can feel a touch on your neck. It's a collar. Are you ready to perform a duty? The collar is getting tighter. You try to answer. Only raspy noises leave your mouth. Good, now focus. Your task is to fulfill a last wish. And then. Hmm. You have a task. Find a wish. But you are not sure what a wish looks like. Okay. This looked like a Pokeball, but it's not. Oh, this is a wish. Okay. Deliver the wish. Let's go. Now let's find a way out. If you watch the trailer, you might be thinking that this doesn't look anything like what we were seeing. Like this. Suddenly, we change from 2D perspective to actually first person perspective, and just looking at some hands, at our hands. Hello, Ruben. How are you? John Wick from Wish and with the conjunctivitis. Well, getting better. Where am I? This is the departure pit. You fell right into my trap. What, the departure pit? It's a place I created. You made this? Who are you? Circuit P. Nice to meet you. Circuit P? Circuit P? Okay, circuit. Oh, Circuit P. I am the architect of this hyper fantasy program. Everything happens according to my design. My name is. I know, you are Osfadal, right? Oh! They are using our our username on Steam. Nice. You know me? Ha! I know many things, mortal. So, do you know how to get us out of here? I'm afraid not. We are trapped here together in my own pit. How can anybody keep you here? Aren't you the architect? Exactly, it's madness. So, what we do? Normally, I'd suggest finding a shelter, but there is no point for you. Why? You are basically dead, I am sorry. What, but I feel fine, maybe a little bruised. That thing on your head, it's gnarly. It has started to synthesize for sure. When the next tide comes, you are dead for sure. Oh, you already have a collar? In that case, on a second thought, there is nothing. My condolences. What is it? What can I do? Maybe if you do exactly as she tells you? Do you have a last wish? I don't think so. You might want to look for it then. Wishes are important. A last wish could save somebody a world of trouble, and some eternal pain and suffering, or so they say. That sounds scary. To a feeble mind, perhaps. I'm not one to get scared easily. Well, managers give me the creeps, but other than that, I'm not afraid of just about anything. Ah, rats, I think she's coming. Who? The arch executor. Just blindly follow what she tells you, and maybe you'll get to depart happily in the end. Oh, nice transformation from that sketch to a 3D character. So lots of mystery here. Obviously, we really don't know what's happening, which is good. I always like that kind of uh, like even sci-fi or even a bit of surrealism in my mystery. So that's good. Was it just me that, or I saw a face on the shades of that surface? Hmm. Okay, conditions. Trying to escape before your time? That would be the fastest way to get rejected. Accept your purpose. Mankind will ascend. It will. And you are going to help me. Open your eyes. You see only deep blackness. Strange, there seems to be something stuck in your mind. A memory or maybe a regret. We have to get rid of it. Follow the rhythm. Press left to attack from left and right to attack from right. Okay. Now try it. Hmm? And then a short rhythm minigame. And we apparently ascended or something. So what's happening? Oh! Now we have a three-dimensional body. And a shield and a stick. Or a baton. Oh, wrong. No. Hmm? Ah. I'm not getting the hang of where to have the excellent. How close it is. So, what's happening? Now we're floating and... Oh, you've entered a bright plane. There is a male figure looking into the distance. It has a glowing blue orb in place of its head. You step closer. Is that you? Report item has been obtained. Oh, you managed to find it. Assessment, wish contract conditions were fulfilled. I am so happy. Please confirm the departure request. The wave is here. I'm ready to ascend. Fulfill your duty and digitize your soul. Hmm? Okay. Pressing both buttons. Departure. You feel a slap on your cheek. What was that for? Sometimes it helps, I guess not this time. Now relax. I am rebooting your brain. Wait! Come and find me if you wake up. Fulfill duty. Executor. Todd has encountered a cryptic error. Press any key to continue. Initiating recovery. Environment. Loading. Simplify visual cortex. Please reduce entropy exposure in order to restore normal functions. Acknowledged. You wake up and look around. You seem to be lying on the floor of an abandoned building. Or perhaps an idea of a building. It's all very strange. You quickly get up. Okay, there's a device here. Oh, here's Todd. Okay. Interesting, I'll need to adapt, but that's okay. It's my duty to support all your decisions. So now apparently we are executors, which might explain the scenes we watched on the trailer before the streaming session started, where we were fighting other souls. But she can be difficult sometimes. It's a shame that the authors aren't here, because I would really like to ask if, for example, the 2D illustrations, if they are, for now, in a sense, placeholders or not, because they collide a lot with the general aesthetic of the game. And why do we have this geometrical representations of the characters, and then we have those illustrations like this drafts. Yeah. Maybe next time I could be able to chat with them. Todd, entropy levels are rising. Recommendation: leave the area. Okay. Okay, let's try. Oh, I pressed shift, but I don't know if I should have done it. Let's see. Okay, so we are three-dimensional, and how does Enris look? Well, yeah, that's nice. It was this that I would like to ask. It's the fact that it's such a contrast to the rest that I believe they might be placeholders. Okay, so attack them where it hurts. So we need to attack hook side. Understood. Okay, I'm supposed to attack on the red side. Okay. But if all else fails, just smash left mouse button or right mouse button. You are bound to hit something eventually. Okay. So now this turned into a third-person action game. So now I have a sword. Use dash to... How's the dash? I don't know how to dash. Okay. Okay. Space to parry. Okay, when I'm fighting. This one. Yes, from the left, and this one. Sorry, this one from the left, the other from the right. Reinforcements expected. Okay, so where are they? Here. Oh! Okay, let's see what this is. Press place to glide. Medicinal herb. This is an interesting game, but it's also a really strange game. Okay. We have to get out now. You may be in serious trouble. Dreamer's new equipment should allow him to phase shift out of the fractal. Fractal apparently is this solid. Squadmate Enris is missing that capability. So Squadmate Enris will remain here. No recommended procedures are available. I'm not staying here. Figure something out, Todd. Thought and tested. Though untested, it may be theoretically possible to phase shift with Dreamer. See? Let's do that. Physical connection is required to phase shift successfully. What do you mean physical, like touch? Where exactly? I have no further instructions on this topic. Maybe just hold hands? I don't know. Now what? Squadmate Henry's... Oh, me? And I'm not doing anything? Instructions unclear. Is Dreamer supposed to initiate physical contact? You made this mess, Todd. You figured it out. Understood? Dreamer will proceed. Just get it over with. Hold hand. This hand. No, hand. Good. Oh. Hold hand. Okay. Select the place to touch. You got arm. I'm trying to be polite, please. Okay, you're standing over here. No. God, I just clicked on the head. No, I wasn't. It was the Gonzalo. It was the left hand. I was trying to touch the left hand, but there wasn't an interaction circle. Okay, so where should I touch? Because she's not. She's always saying the same thing. Select a place to touch. Where are the other? Okay, arm, hand, face. Uh, okay. So, any suggestions? Oh, right. No. This isn't that type of game. This is a sci-fi narrative game. But well, are we going to get stuck here? Really? Oh. Oh God. Okay. 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 I was trying not to do that, and it was the only place I haven't interacted with, and apparently it wasn't what I was afraid of. Like he was touching her heart or soul. I suggest, or I think it's that. It's not. Okay, we have to find you. Shouldn't have gone too far. Okay. Let's go. Let's. Woo. Shoo. Oh, I smell combat coming up. Yes, I would like to know about pairing, and now it's connected to pressing space. Yes, teach me, please. We already kind of spilled the stew on that one. You can press space to defend yourself when enemies attack you. There is only a short window of time to do it. Okay. That way you can parry and then they won't hit you. And if you get the timing just right, you will get the opportunity to do a counterattack. But you can test that on your own. Ugh. For now, let's focus on the basics. Enemy attacks you. You do what? Press space. Perfect. Hello, Exorcist. How are you? And don't be surprised if the enemies act a little erratic. It's difficult to get corpses to behave properly at the best of times. Honestly, we should be happy that they are up on their feet. They are doing much better than expected, being dead and all that. If I were dead, you wouldn't get me out of my cocoon, I can tell you that much. Where were we? Oh, yeah, fight. Okay, let's start fighting. You don't like the parry mechanic, but do you think you don't like it, or it's at the same thing you're not good at it? Because. Oh, okay. Oh, you never understood why you didn't like parry? Careful, okay. Oh, here's a. Well, I didn't feel the need to parry, and I'm not that good of a 3D these types of 3D games, so I don't know. Or maybe these are the enemies more like tutorial enemies. Where am I going? What am I doing? Okay. Just to remind everyone that just got here, this is HYPERxFANTASY. It's one of the 5 best Portuguese games submitted to IndieX that were curated by the um, Portuguese Game Developers Association. Oh, I was hit. And unfortunately, we don't have the developers here with us. And I would like to, I really would like to, because this game is so unique, and at the same time there's a good level of strangeness to it. I would really like to talk with the developers about this, but hey, what were you saying, yourself? It was Perry was fine in Expedition 33, but sometimes it just feels wrong. It seems like put together because it worked in Bloodborne. I can understand. There are even some indies that were created around the idea of pairing, like a central mechanic, like Nine Souls, for example. Well, Gonçalo, that was a really good joke. The time difference to their country and the language barrier. No, but I was explaining this in the beginning. So it could have happened because it happened with another Portuguese finalist. I think the majority of developers, even those cases where we don't have representatives with us, they answered, and it in some cases were actually language barrier, because since we have submissions and finalists from all continents, it's normal that people, some of the developers wouldn't feel comfortable or don't feel comfortable talking in English, so that's completely understandable. But we also had a case of one of the Portuguese games. We were lucky because we ended up finding one of the developers on Discord, but they actually got our emails on the spam folder. So I can assume that maybe since the authors of HYPERxFANTASY were one of the few, if not maybe the only ones, that never said anything or never answered to the emails after the news that they got into, well, in this case, the 5 finalists to best Portuguese game. Maybe that was what happened, and one day they will, well, they will see that their game was actually part of IndieX 2025. I don't know. You didn't like Nine Souls? Wait, you. I think I know from somewhere. Aren't you Marshall by chance? There's nobody of that name here. I promised something to Marshall. Do you know my name? I can't remember anymore. I'm sorry, I must look completely crazy to you. It does look crazy, but also vaguely familiar. But maybe it's just an illusion. Did you see a girl or the anchor? A girl here? Anchor? I know not of these things. But perhaps the guide would know. He knows the way. Are you also a follower of the guide's teachings? Negative. In front of you is the newly appointed executor. Executor? My prayers have been answered. The tide came so suddenly I had no time. Can you help me out on my way? Well, that certainly falls within our purview. We shall get started at once. Mortal Kombat 8 had a mode where Sub-Zero was a protagonist that reminds me of this game. Very similar. Really? I I only remember, wasn't there a spin-off, like an entire game just dedicated to Sub-Zero story? Weren't there? I think there was. GameCube, maybe? Pretty sure there was. Okay, let's begin scanning. Shift to unseal. So it can't depart. But how was that mode with Sub-Zero? I don't know about it. Did you have like third-person combat? You see some movement nearby. Who is it? Is it the famous anchor? Oh no, these guys now have weapons. Oh, dumb. That was a shield. And I'm going to die. No. Dead. Okay. Oh, I parried. Oh, and we have the light on their faces when they attack. Sub-Zero was alone in a world as barren as that. We would roam around and do stuff fighting people. It was a while back. I don't remember. I think I stopped playing Mortal Kombat. I still play the fourth one and I hated it. And then I just returned playing when it was the reboot. Well, wait, the reboot wasn't the eighth one, was it? Was which one was the reboot? Eight was the reboot. I can't remember that. That I can't remember that mode. What? He has clearly done something despicable, and if he hasn't, he most certainly will. Oh, who might you be? Another wretch looking for salvation? Get in line. Oh, so this is the guide. What's the last Mortal Kombat? Was it 10 or 8? Oh, a new member of the Order? Perfect. Welcome to the Humanity Expo. Allow me to be your guide, but first, you. I am ready. The scan was clear. This man is not to be departed. Who said anything about departure? He's worthless. Not even worth getting my blade dirty. Forced departures are forbidden. I'm not forcing anyone. He will do it himself. The Sentinels will make sure of it. Meet me inside if you want to begin your tour. I love the storyline of Mortal Kombat 8. I can't remember what it was, but I loved it. It was so over the top. Hey! Get in line. Dead. Oh, I'm almost dead. Do not cut into enemy blades, okay? Oh! Who's your parry? Wait, look. Oh, look, Perry. Matthew Perry. We've been losing lots of parries recently. This looks like a dad joke, but it isn't. I just realized that. Ah. It doesn't wait. The name Adam sounds vaguely familiar. Just fits. It's probably the mustache. You wish you could have remembered that earlier. Oh, so he decides to depart by himself. Okay. So... Well, it's too late. He's dead now. Or departed. Is the guide supposed to be here? Inside here? Yes. This is the door. Hello. Is anyone home? But okay. I saw a green light. Or it looked like it. Oh, what? Where is the guide? Is that is that him over there? Yes. There you are. Are you enjoying the expo so far? Getting here, I need your assistance. Are you insane? You think we will help you? Of course you will. It will be mutually beneficial partnership. Our first task is to open the shell over there. Despite my best efforts and some collateral damage, it remains closed. That's what caused the fractal. You really are insane. Aren't we all? A bit of a miscalculation, I admit, but the Arch Executor doesn't need to know. Disagreement, we must notify the Arch Executor at once. Nonsense. What did you do with you? The girl? Yui? Yui? Yui. The girl, she locked herself inside. Yui's in there? What a bad place to hide. What do you want with her? The ascension is near and she will be the adept. She's not marked, no last wishes or any such nonsense. Find somebody else. There has to be somebody else you can take instead. Maybe there is, but why would I look for anybody else? Now let's get her out and I will give you the best tour of the expo. Maybe I'll even introduce you to Master QN if you prove yourself worthy. Further attempts to open the anchor device forcefully should be avoided. We won't let you take Yui. I I don't know what's happening, but I let's protect Yui. UI. UI. UE. Well, you're chatting in Portuguese now, but now no, we actually didn't do that. We reached out to her heart. I think we face shifted into her soul. There are two guys with a mustache. I'm one of them. I'm on the other side of the screen. You'll have to find a replacement adept now. It's not my problem anymore. Pity, I thought we could be friends. There would have been so much I could have warned you about, but alas, you'll soon realize that Master Huan is much more impressive than the Arch Executor. I'm. That's another question I would like to ask the developers if this feeling of kind of being lost with the story, if it was on purpose, because I am very, very lost. I don't know if any of you are also kind of lost with the story, but maybe that's on purpose to create the sense of mystery. Oh, oh, I see where the excellent spot is. Okay, another thing with this rhythm music. I mean, that would be just my suggestion if I was chatting with the developers. Is since we have this electronic beat on the music, I think we would. Well, the experience would be better if we could have somehow or some kind of musical cue to the points to where we should hit the Pokeballs. Here is Yui, surrounded by small lizard-like creatures. Is she UI or Yui? Okay, let's go for UI. UI is like a lost stray, friendly, helpful, and not very useful, but always trying to follow you wherever you go. Hey! I was almost getting worried you forgot about me, but I didn't really think that. I knew you wouldn't. We should get going. So, is it safe outside? I hid here because. Thank you, Gonzalo. It was really helpful. That is pronounced Yui. So, does everybody knows our character, and we don't know the other anyone around us? Okay, disconnect from the anchor. Let's see Yui in as a 3D model. UI, are you okay? UI is cold. You are naked. Put something on. Okay. Henry's gets UI a towel and helps to dress up. Okay. Is that explanation? Squadmate UI seeing a fractal, likely caused by the anchor device's mismanagement. Is this my fault? Did UI mess up again? Should objective fault analysis be performed to assign blame? Not necessary. That is not necessary, Todd. UI did good. Guy did initiate a fractal's creation, but objectively speaking, squadmate UI. Back off, Todd. Warning, squadmate Henry should not misrepresent facts. The rules are clear. I am sorry, I tried. The guy did it, Todd. That is a fact. What happened then doesn't matter. Affirmative. The guide is indeed the primary cause. This is a substantial rule violation. It should be reported to the Arch Executor at once. You seem to care an awful lot about the rules of all of us all of a sudden, Todd. What did he want? The newts? What the newts? They did nothing wrong. The guide was here for you. Me? Why me? I'm not good for much. Why isn't UI talking to Andres and us and ourselves, looking at us? I don't know. I'm not good for much. Agreement. Squadmate UI seems to lack useful skills or strategic value. Todd. The guide appreciated Squadmate UI precisely for lack of utility, and next of kin would care about her. So he didn't mind that I messed things up sometimes and don't have many friends? Maybe he isn't so bad after all. The guide wanted Squadmate UI for the right of ascension, regardless of her will. Okay. First, we need to get the anchor to the station. So the anchor is this pod, this cocoon. Okay. Can we? Okay. Oh, now okay. Now it's Death Stranding. A bit. It looks really heavy. Let me see if I can float with this. Yes, I can. Ooh. So, aren't we supposed to get? Okay. Well, and I think this is. Oh, let me just hit this button. Well, no, let me go. Okay, 5 gold removed. Okay. So I think this is a good place to end our demo of HYPERxFANTASY, one of the 5 best Portuguese games curated by the Portuguese Game Development Association. And now that we've been here 45 minutes playing the game, I'm even sadder that we weren't able to have the developers here with us, because I have so many questions regarding HYPERxFANTASy. I want to know why the story seems. Obviously, there's a lot of strangeness to the story, and we have lots of terms, lots of characters being introduced, and even the concept of the world. Yeah, that's something that I would like to dialogue with, to discuss theories on what I feel is happening. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have the developer present. But still, the game already has a Steam store page. You can follow it. Just follow the link that Nightbot just pasted on the chat, and wishlist the game if you're interested about it and you want to know how it will how develop in the near future. And Yagonsal completely agree that having someone that created the game with me would shed a complete different light upon the game, and the game really deserves it. And it's a really good game being created here in Portugal. But maybe in the near future would be able to have this conversation with the creators. In the meantime, we're gonna do just a small break, and we'll return in 13 minutes. Let me just confirm which game it is, because I don't know it by heart. But in 13 minutes, you will have Anna, One Ring Wraith, playing No Mori. So please stay tuned. Just go drink water, install some demos from IndieX, from the games you already saw, or even games that are coming in the next day and a half or less than a half. And yeah, I'll be back in 1 hour, but in 12 minutes, we're going to have a new streaming session. Now it's No Mori. So stay tuned. We will be back in 12 minutes. See you later.
What is this place? Huey, can you hear me?
Yo